Civil society organizations in Nigeria have a long and impactful history of advocacy efforts in the field of human rights. These organizations play a critical role in holding the government accountable, promoting transparency, and defending the rights of Nigerian citizens. Some key areas of human rights advocacy by CSOs in Nigeria include freedom of expression and press freedom, accountability and anti-corruption, police brutality and extrajudicial killings, women's rights and gender violence, socio-economic rights, and freedom of assembly and association. CSOs in Nigeria employ a variety of strategies, including public awareness campaigns, litigation, policy advocacy, and community engagement to advance human rights causes. Their work has been instrumental in raising awareness, effecting legal and policy changes, and promoting a culture of respect for human rights in Nigeria.
Clean Foundation is a non-governmental organization established in January 1998 with the mission of promoting public safety, security, and accessible justice through the strategies of empirical research, legislative advocacy, demonstration programs and publications in partnership with government, civil society, and the private sector.
Their work has been instrumental in raising awareness, effecting legal and policy changes, and promoting a culture of respect for human rights in Nigeria.
One of the ways in which we engage the government is by drafting a human rights agenda.
If Amnesty is talking about the issue of we violating human rights of citizens, find out what is the intention.
Some of the key issues that we draw attention to are, number one, freedom of expression, conflicts, and we also pay attention to the issue of the Niger Delta, where for almost 6 decades, the people of the oil-producing areas have been living in a very squalid condition with their environment polluted by oil companies without any accountability.
Despite Nigeria being under democratic rule, there is an evident and indisputable cases of systemic rights violations.
The persons who are most responsible for the protection of human rights, indeed, not necessarily the Human Rights Commission, but the police, because you find that several infractions that are, or rather offenses that are committed against the human being, which are crimes that are reported to the police, are actually forms of human rights violation if they go unreported and if they go unprosecuted and unpunished. So the problem actually is the failure of the police, and then its positive decision, its positive character of violating rights, and then the failure of the Nigerian criminal justice system to bring to book those persons who commit offense in the character of human rights violations.
In the last decades, a lot of things have happened, and one of them is the 2015 killing of Shiites in Zaria, where soldiers killed like 350 people within 12 hours in December 2015. And a lot of these things have happened in Nigeria, and they have been happening. And what we are saying is that the government should institute thorough, effective, impartial investigation into these matters. There are many people who have been wounded by these incidents, and they will never recover until they get justice.
If you look at the number of reports, either in the media or social media, of police brutality, for example, it tells you that it has not just sunk in that these things are not proper. We're not saying that state institutions should not do their work, but that culture of extrajudicial sanctioning extrajudicial punishment are so much permitted that people feel they need to take laws into their own hands.
In furtherance to the public safety and security initiatives of Clean Foundation and with support from the Open Society Foundations, we are implementing a project targeted at improving security sector accountability and human rights compliance in countering violent extremism in Nigeria.